Have you ever felt like the world was testing you? Like everything around you was designed to push you to your breaking point? Maybe it was a rude comment from a stranger, a betrayal by a close friend, or an unexpected setback that left you feeling helpless. What if I told you that you could train your mind to remain calm no matter what life throws at you? That no situation, no person has the power to disturb your inner peace unless you let it? Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, mastered this art. Despite ruling an empire constantly at war, facing betrayals, plagues, and personal tragedies, he remained unshaken. His secret? A mindset built on discipline, wisdom, and deep inner control. In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful lessons from Marcus Aurelius that will help you train your mind to stay calm in any situation. These insights will not only transform how you handle challenges, but also improve your relationships, career, and inner happiness. But before we dive in, if you're passionate about stoicism and mental resilience, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It helps us create more content like this. Also, stay till the end because applying these principles could literally change your life. 1. You have power over your mind, not external events. Think about the last time someone hurt you deeply. Maybe it was a breakup. Maybe they left without an explanation, or worse, they betrayed you when you least expected it. In that moment, it felt like your entire world shattered. You replayed the conversations, overanalyzed their words, and wondered what you did wrong. But here's the truth: you cannot control other people. You cannot control how they feel, how they act, or whether they stay or leave. What you can control: your response. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, faced betrayals on a massive scale, friends who turned into enemies, generals who plotted against him. Yet he never lost himself in anger or despair. He reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this and you will find strength. So ask yourself, are you giving your power away? Are you letting someone who left you dictate your happiness? Are you letting a single moment of heartbreak control the rest of your life? What if instead you took back control? What if you decided that no matter what happens, you will not let anyone else disturb your peace? Because at the end of the day, they might have walked away, but you are still here. And as long as you are here, you have the power to choose how you respond, how you heal, and how you move forward. Let this be the moment you stop suffering over things you cannot control and start mastering the one thing you can: your mind. 2. What stands in the way becomes the way. Imagine this: you're in love. Everything feels perfect until suddenly it isn't. Maybe they change. Maybe life pulls you apart. Maybe you wake up one day and realize that the person you thought was your forever is now just a memory. What do? Most people break down. They see heartbreak as the end. But Marcus Aurelius would tell you it's only the beginning. He wrote, what stands in the way becomes the way. Every challenge, every setback, these aren't roadblocks. They are the road itself. Think about it. That breakup? Maybe it's the universe pushing you towards something greater. Maybe losing them is what forces you to find yourself. Maybe the pain is making you stronger, wiser, preparing you for a love that won't leave. Look back at your life. How many times have you been through something that felt impossible to survive? Yet here you are, stronger, smarter, still standing. The truth is, every hardship is shaping you into the person you were meant to become. The breakup that shattered you? It's teaching you resilience. The love you lost? It's showing you what you truly deserve. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Start asking, how can I use this? Because in the end, what feels like an ending is often just a new beginning. 3. Memento Mori, remember you will die. If you knew you had only 1 year left to live, would you still waste your time crying over someone who left? Would you hold on to anger? Would you let small inconveniences ruin your day? Marcus Aurelius practiced a powerful Stoic exercise called Memento Mori, which means, remember you will die. Now this isn't meant to be depressing. It's meant to wake you up. Think back to the greatest love of your life, the one that made you feel alive. Now imagine if, instead of dwelling on the pain of losing them, you focused on the fact that you even got to love them at all. That in this vast universe, out of billions of people, your paths crossed. That's a gift. Marcus wrote, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. So how are you living? Are you stuck in the past? Are you letting anger, regret, or fear control you? Or are you cherishing every single day, knowing that nothing, not even heartbreak, can take away the beauty of being alive? Next time you find yourself stressing over something small, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, If I were to leave this world tomorrow, would this even matter? Life is short. Don't waste it on things or people who don't deserve your time. 4. Don't suffer twice. Think about the last time your heart was broken. Maybe they left without warning. Maybe they slowly drifted away and you felt helpless watching it happen. Or maybe it was a fight one you wish you could take back, but the damage was already done. The pain of that moment? That was real. But what happened after? That was where most of the suffering began. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He knew that most people don't just suffer once, they suffer twice. First, from the event itself, and second, from the endless replaying of it in their minds. How many times have you caught yourself revisiting old messages, looking at pictures that bring nothing but pain, asking yourself what if, or why did this happen? This is what Marcus warned against. He would tell you, don't suffer twice. The past already hurt you once. Why let it hurt you over and over again? Imagine if, instead of reliving the pain, you decided right now to stop giving it power. Imagine if you took back control and told yourself, yes, this happened. Yes, it hurt, but I refuse to let it keep hurting me. The truth is, the person who hurt you has already moved on. The situation is already over. The only place it still exists is in your mind. And the moment you decide to let go, that's the moment you truly heal. So take a deep breath. Let go of the second suffering. You deserve peace. 5. Control what you can, ignore the rest. Have you ever loved someone so much that their actions started controlling your emotions? When they texted, your heart raced. When they pulled away, your mind spiraled. You started overthinking every word, every silence, every little change in their behavior. But here's a hard truth: you cannot control another person. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayals, wars, and personal losses, yet he never let these things destroy his inner peace. Why? Because he only focused on what he could control. He wrote, "If it's not under your control, it's not your concern." Think about it. How much energy have you wasted worrying about what someone else thinks? How much sleep have you lost wondering why they changed? Why they left? Why they didn't love you the way you loved them? The truth is, you never had control over them. You only have control over you. You control how you react. You control what you focus on. You control whether you let this break you or make you stronger. So ask yourself, what are you holding on to that isn't yours to control? Are you still trying to change the past? Are you still trying to force someone to stay? Let it go, free yourself. Because the moment you stop wasting energy on things you can't change, that's the moment you take back your power. And when you do that, you become unstoppable. 6. Silence is strength. Imagine this. You're arguing with someone you love. Emotions are high. They say something hurtful and instantly, you feel the need to respond, to prove them wrong, to defend yourself, to say something back that stings just as much. But what if instead you just stayed silent? Marcus Aurelius believed in the power of silence. He wrote, "If someone is mistaken, instruct them. If you cannot, then bear with them." He knew that most people don't listen to understand. They listen to respond. And in moments of conflict, words become weapons. Think about the last time you said something in anger, something you later regretted. What if in that moment you had paused? What if you had chosen silence over reaction? Silence is powerful. It shows strength, not weakness. It keeps your dignity intact. And most importantly, it gives you control over the situation. The next time someone tries to provoke you, try this: pause, breathe. Instead of reacting emotionally, ask yourself, is this even worth my energy? 9 times out of 10, it's not. And the best part? Silence confuses people. When they expect a fight but get nothing, they lose their power over you. So remember this: not every battle needs to be fought. Sometimes the greatest power is simply walking away. 7. Treat everyone as a teacher. Think about the person who hurt you the most. The one who left without an explanation. The one who promised to stay, but didn't. The one who made you question if love was even real. Now ask yourself, what if they weren't just someone who hurt you? What if they were your greatest teacher? Marcus Aurelius believed that every person you meet, good or bad, has something to teach you. He wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together." Painful experiences often leave us bitter. We wish we never met them, never loved them, never gave them our trust. But if you shift your mindset, something incredible happens. Instead of thinking, why did this happen to me? You start asking, what did this teach me? Maybe that heartbreak taught you self-worth. Maybe their betrayal taught you to set boundaries. Maybe the love that didn't last taught you how to truly cherish love when it does come again. The truth is, life doesn't give us people just for happiness, it gives us people for growth. So think about your past loves. Instead of holding on to anger or regret, try this. Thank them in your heart. Not because they deserve it, but because you do. You deserve the peace that comes from learning, growing, and moving forward. Because when you start treating everyone as a teacher, life stops feeling like a series of heartbreaks and starts feeling like a journey of becoming your best self. 8. Pause before reacting. Have you ever sent a text in anger and regretted it immediately? Or said something in the heat of the moment that hurt someone you loved? We've all been there, and we've all learned the hard way that impulses can destroy relationships. Marcus Aurelius mastered the art of control. He believed in one simple practice: pause before reacting. He wrote, "If someone is mistaken, instruct them. If you cannot, then bear with them." Imagine if the last time your partner said something hurtful, instead of firing back, you had paused, just for a second. What would have happened? That single moment of restraint could have changed everything. Most people react without thinking. But Stoics knew that true power lies in the pause. When you pause, you gain clarity. You give yourself time to decide, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my peace? Try this the next time someone upsets you. Pause, breathe. Ask yourself, will this matter a week from now? If the answer is no, let it go. And if you really want to shock them, instead of reacting with anger, respond with silence, because nothing is more powerful than a person who is in control of themselves. 9. Embrace discomfort. Think about the most painful moment of your life, the one that changed you forever. Maybe it was a breakup. Maybe it was losing someone you loved. Maybe it was feeling completely lost, unsure if you'd ever find happiness again. Now ask yourself, did that moment break you, or did it make you stronger? Marcus Aurelius trained himself to embrace discomfort. As a young man, he slept on the floor to remind himself that comfort makes us weak. He knew that if you avoid pain, you never grow. Now think about your love life. How many times have you stayed in something comfortable, even when you knew it wasn't right? How many times have you avoided the pain of letting go only to suffer longer? What if, instead of fearing discomfort, you leaned into it? What if you saw every challenge, every heartbreak, every lonely night as a step toward your best self? Because here's the truth, pain is not your enemy. Stagnation is. So instead of running from discomfort, use it. Let it shape you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the love, the life, and the happiness that is waiting for you on the other side. 10. Gratitude over complaints. Think back to your first love. The butterflies. The excitement. The way even the smallest moments felt magical. Do you remember how it felt to hold their hand? To hear them say your name like it was something special? Now think about when it ended. Maybe it was painful. Maybe it left you questioning everything. And maybe, just maybe, you started focusing only on what you lost. But what if instead of dwelling on the pain, you focused on the gift? What if instead of saying, "Why did this happen to me?" you said, "I'm grateful it happened at all"? Marcus Aurelius practiced gratitude even in the worst of times. Even when Rome was at war. Even when he was sick. Even when the people he trusted betrayed him, he chose gratitude. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to love, to be." Think about your past love again. Instead of focusing on how it ended, focus on the fact that it happened. The laughter, the memories, the lessons, it was all a gift. Gratitude turns pain into wisdom. It turns heartbreak into appreciation. It turns endings into beautiful chapters of your life story. So every morning ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? Because when you focus on what you have, instead of what you've lost, you will always have enough. Conclusion. So how do you train your mind to stay calm in any situation? If you apply even one of these, you'll see a difference. But if you apply all 10, you'll become unshakable. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.